For over 100 years, we've been shown the same dinosaurs. Huge, scaly, muscular, predatory. They stand frozen in museums. They roar in movies. They dominate our imagination. And we trust these images because they look scientific. They look finished. They look certain. But what if that certainty is an illusion? What if dinosaurs were nothing like we imagine? Every dinosaur we've ever reconstructed comes from the same source. Bones. Not skin. Not muscle. Not feathers. Not fat. Bones are all that usually survive. But bones are not the animal. They are only the frame. In living animals, most of what defines appearance, shape, bone, posture, texture, comes from soft tissue. And soft tissue almost never fossilizes. That means every dinosaur you've ever seen is an interpretation, not a photograph, not a certainty. To understand how misleading bones can be, scientists performed a simple experiment. They took modern animals we know extremely well. Then they removed everything except the skeleton. No skin, no fat, no feathers. From bones alone, they tried to reconstruct the animal's appearance. The results were disturbing. The hippo experiment. A hippopotamus is a massive, slow, semi-aquatic herbivore. But its skeleton tells a different story. From bones alone, the hippo looks lean, long-legged, aggressive. Its skull resembles that of a predator. Its proportions suggest speed. Early reconstructions made from only its skeleton produced something closer to a giant carnivore. The real animal, thick, padded, water-loving, was nowhere to be found. The owl experiment. Owls are silent aerial hunters, but their skeletons contain no feathers. Reconstructed from bone alone, owls appear tall, thin, ground-dwelling animals with long legs and stiff posture. No hint of flight. No hint of wings. From bones alone, an owl becomes something entirely different. The ostrich experiment. This one matters most. Ostriches are living relatives of dinosaurs. When reconstructed from skeletons alone, ostriches resemble classic theropod dinosaurs. Lean, forward-tilted, monstrous. In other words, we already misinterpret living dinosaurs. So what happens when the animal is extinct? Dinosaurs are known almost entirely from bones. Soft tissue preservation is rare. Skin impressions are fragmentary. Color is almost always unknown. Yet for decades, dinosaurs were reconstructed as tightly skinned, highly muscular, reptilian, exposed and rigid. These weren't facts. They were assumptions. Early paleontologists compared dinosaurs to lizards and crocodiles because birds were not yet considered their descendants. That assumption shaped everything. And it was wrong. In the late 20th century, fossils from China changed everything. Dinosaurs with feathers. Not wings for flight, but insulation, display, signaling. Small dinosaurs. Medium ones. Even large species. Feathers were not rare. They were widespread. This meant dinosaurs were likely warm-blooded, insulated, more bird-like than reptilian. And yet, popular imagery barely changed because feathers didn't fit the monster image. They made dinosaurs unfamiliar. Another major problem is fat. Fat almost never fossilizes. But fat defines shape. Look at hippos, seals, birds, even humans. Remove fat, and proportions collapse. Many dinosaur reconstructions show animals with tight skin stretched over muscle, like exposed anatomy models. But living animals rarely look like that. Dinosaurs may have been bulkier, rounder, softer in appearance. That changes how they moved, how fast they were, how much energy they used. Entire behaviors shift. For decades, dinosaurs were shown dragging their tails, not because of evidence, but because of assumption. Modern biomechanical studies show that most theropods held their tails off the ground as counterbalances. Posture doesn't fossilize. Muscles don't fossilize. Even today, scientists debate exact stances. If posture alone was misunderstood for decades, what else still is? Behavior leaves almost no fossil record. We infer it from traces, nest sites, track ways, injuries. But behavior depends on metabolism, soft tissue, and social structure. If dinosaurs were feathered, warm-blooded, and insulated, they may have behaved more like birds than reptiles. Parental care, displays, vocal communication, entire dimensions of dinosaur life may be missing. This is not speculation, it's uncertainty. Modern animals display enormous visual diversity that skeletons alone cannot predict. Bright colors, soft crests, inflatable throat sacs, feather patterns. None fossilize reliably. Dinosaurs almost certainly shared this diversity. The truth is not that dinosaurs were dragons. The truth is more unsettling. We don't know what many of them looked like. So why does the old image persist? Because dinosaurs are cultural icons. They live in childhood, in movies, in branding. Updating them feels uncomfortable. But science evolves. Every new fossil doesn't just add knowledge. It removes certainty. Dinosaurs are more than extinct animals. They are a warning. They show how confidently humans reconstruct the past from fragments, how easily assumptions become facts, and how rarely we admit uncertainty. Bones do not preserve truth. They preserve hints. And hints can mislead. We don't resurrect the past. We approximate it. And sometimes, the closer we look, the stranger it becomes. This has been the 120 Explorer. We don't chase certainty. We explore what remains unknown.